Hello Wayfinders, welcome to the start of a new adventure. We are thrilled you have chosen to take part in the Wayfinders Early Access. Early Access allows us to work with players to continue what we've started, laying a solid foundation we can build upon for years to come. New Wayfinders, bigger zones, better loot, and more, all with your help. And, most critically, your voice is important. Please visit playwayfinder.com for all the ways you can engage with us to help us improve the game. We can't do this without you. We are committed to building a dynamic world that grows and thrives with your help. Thank you for your trust and for your support. Welcome to Evanor, the Wayfinder team. So, for those of you that don't know what this is, obviously it's called Wayfinders. This is a new game, semi-new. I guess it kind of came out earlier this month. Technically, it's September now. So it came out in beginning of August, if I'm not mistaken. I did play the beta for this. The early access, what they're talking about is you can buy the Founders Pack, which is what I did. I think it was like 20 bucks. You can buy the Founders Pack. Comes with a little bit of stuff extra, and you can get into the game now. Now, from my understanding, for those of you that don't know, this is also so it's Digital Extremes, which is the guys that made Warframe. If you guys have not seen my Warframe gameplay, go take a peek at that if you want, but I'll tell you about it. So Warframe is basically a free game that is on PlayStation. Actually, I think it's on every console out there except maybe Switch, but it's basically on every console, and it's free. Their play style with the game is basically you go into an area, you kill stuff, and you can actually leave with some really good loot. The more that you play, the better loot you'll get. Basically, just your average grinding. The only difference is with Warframe compared to other games is everything in Warframe can be gotten completely free. And I mean that when I say that. It can be gotten completely free. It will take a little bit of grinding if you're trying to get the really nice stuff, but it can still be gotten completely free. If you want to, and they take this more as a thank you, more than like a play to win. But basically, if you want to, you can buy a currency in their game where they will, provide you with things that are in the game. So it can be considered play to win, but there's no real PvP in the game. I mean, there kind of is, but not in what you would see in other games. So that's what they were aiming for here with Wayfinders. Digital Extremes and another team did team up there. I want to say it's Airship something. I don't remember what it is. Hopefully I remember to show it at the beginning of the video here. But they basically teamed up with Digital Extremes, and they're trying to do sort of the same thing. Except with this one, from my understanding, they're also going to be doing seasons, which you don't have to purchase. I think you can still get everything that comes in the season completely free. But that brings us to the early access. So you don't have to pay for early access. Obviously, if you want early access, you can pay the 20. You can get the early access. You can play the game right now. If you don't pay for the early access, I don't know how long it's going to be, but from my understanding, Wayfinders is going to be a free game that will be available to everyone. But let's go ahead and jump in here. We're going to take a look. I am playing on the PS5 today, but we're going to go ahead and jump in here. We're going to take a look and see what goes on with the story and everything. Alright, so here we are with the characters. We have Wingrave, Silo, and Nis. Now Nis is the one that I used in the beta. I did not try either one of these. I do think if you buy the deluxe version of the early access, there is a fourth character you can get, but don't quote me on that. But I do think there's another one, and eventually all the characters will become unlockable in game from my understanding. But these are the three if you're buying just the normal early access. So I did really like Nis. So this is basically your tank. He is more like a range type person from what I've seen, and then Nis is like a rogue. Obviously that's probably not how they're trying to classify stuff because from my understanding you can switch up your attacks and everything based on the weapons you have equipped and everything like that, but I don't know about all that because I didn't get too far into the beta. I was just able to play the first couple levels and I had a blast, which is why I'm buying the game. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. We are going to go ahead and pick Nis here. If you're interested in their moves, you can look there on the right side. So there's Wingrave's set of moves. I'll pause for a second, and then of course if you guys need more time, make sure you hit that pause button and read through those. You have Silo here. Like I said, most of his stuff looks like it's ranged, so it's a lot of bombs and everything. And then we have Nis here, which you guys will eventually see her moves anyway. So let's go ahead and jump in here. We're going to go ahead and pick Nis, hit confirm. And I do think it's going to jump into a bit of a story here.
We lived in an age of wonders. We wove magic into steel and shaped the elements with our words. And yet, even in this golden age, there were stories of cities falling to darkness, of a force reaching from the shadows. We didn't believe them until it came for us. The beacons had always been a part of our world. We never knew who created them, or that someday they would return. We weren't defenseless.
We must get to the beacon!
This is foul magic. Silo, clear a path.
On it! Horns, anger issues. Remind you of anyone?
Shut up and fight. There are too many. Make for the gate.
We're through.
What now?
Now, Wingrave, we light the beacon. Somehow, these markings. I can do this. But I'll need some time.
Precursor. We have to buy her some time!
False one! This is vengeance for my people. This! I am sorry.
No! Just a little longer.
Damn.
We're so close.
You've done it. The light.
Your gods are dead. Your world is ours.
Okay, so they didn't have any of that in the beta. No story, nothing like that. I kind of just threw you in here, which this place does look a little bit familiar. It does look like they might have changed a little bit in here. Alright, so left on the D-pad is to change your flask. I believe they all have double jump. You just double tap X. I think there's a crouch, if I remember correctly, which I probably don't. It's not crouching with any of the buttons I'm pushing. Alright, well, we'll figure it out as we go along. Take the shard. How do I take it? How do I take it? R1 to take the shard.
I remember. I am Nis, the Blade of Shadows. My people are the Deep Eldrin, ancient and wise, forgotten by the world above. But they have been lured down a dark path by treacherous spirits. When my clan refused to kneel, our people turned against us. Only I survived. Now this darkness is swallowing the world, but it cannot conquer me. I am the Blade of Shadows, and I will bring death to false gods who have broken this world.
So it looks like the story might be different for all three characters. That's
Praise the architects. I thought we'd lost you. We need to get you back to Skylight. There's no time to explain. You're trapped within the gloom. But with that shard, you can cut through the shadows. You must move quickly. I will guide you as best I can.
So the gloom is basically another world. I don't know if it's like a dead world or what. Like, I'm not saying I'm a ghost. I don't know if I am, but it's basically like another world where it's kind of like the in-between from Stranger Things. So basically you're stuck there until you can open up a gate to get back to the normal world, but that is what the shard does, the shard that we just picked up. It helps you do it. It's I think they make a dagger out of it, and you can use that dagger to cut between the worlds, but you have to have some type of gate opening to be able to do so. Yeah, this is a little bit different from the beta, from what I remember anyway. Just a little bit. So the parry is kind of like Atlas Fallen, if you guys have been watching me play that game as well. So basically when they're about to attack, if you hit the L2 button, it will automatically do a counter for you if you time it right. If you don't, then it's more of like just a crappy block, I guess. There's a double jump. Build flourish points with every fourth consecutive melee attack. Use a heavy attack to spend all your flourish points performing increasingly powerful attacks and filling the blade dance meter more with each point spent. Okay. And that meter does not look like it's filling to me, but okay. Okay, so that's why it wasn't, because it's waiting to do this part. So when it's full, use a weapon ability, which is L1 and R1, to spin around through daggers and water breeze. Okay? Got it. Every Wayfinder has 3 basic abilities, each with their own cooldown and mechanics. L1 in square, L1 in triangle, and L1 in X. Okay, so when you hold L1 down in the bottom right, you can see it highlight all the different abilities down there. So this one here is your square, which killed everything in one shot. Okay. I was hoping to at least show you guys the other ones. I think I still can. So this one here is L1 and X. And then this one here is L1 and I think there's more to that one. That one also gives you a buff of some kind. Don't remember what exactly it does, but I'm sure we will figure it out. Get more info on your abilities and active buffs and debuffs in the character's status menu. L1 and down. Okay, so there you go. You guys can read that real quick. And then you also do have passive stuff here. So we have innervation orbs and a blink. And then we have mutators, which mutators, you will unlock those as you go, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, well, let's go ahead and keep going. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, wait. That said something about an air dash? That's a small air dash. So it's jump and then circle. I could have swore it said like L1 and circle or something like that, but doesn't seem to be doing anything. L1 and circle would be one of the moves anyway. Alright, so this is basically how you find the gate. You find one of these things here. As you can see, they're calling it an anchor. I'm pretty sure once you destroy this, then you'll be able to open up the gate. Let's do it. Oh, here's a way to lock on. Wayfinder's ultimate ability, L1 and... So, I don't think there's a lock on. So that's the ultimate ability. I could have swore there was more to it. I think I might have missed with it. Dude, it's jacking me up, too. Those blasts. Parry more. Alright, so it's vulnerable. You come up to it and you use the dagger. You can see there, R1 to destroy. And R1 to travel beyond. Continue witness? Yes. So if you guys want to try out the other ones, you can hit no, and I do believe that it will go through each character for you. I don't know if you can circle back to the same one, but there is that option. And then, of course, you guys can always technically start the game and then restart it, but that's probably a little more annoying, honestly. So, Skylight, where we're traveling to, Skylight is the main town that you start in. This place is ridiculously huge. In the beta, I got lost a few times. Don't get me wrong, once you get used to it, it is a little more feasible, I guess. But it is a pretty big place. I didn't learn too much of it. See, that, I think right there, the guy that he is, I think that is the other character that I was talking about. I could be wrong, though. Alright, so they want us to talk to Omen, who is out there. You do have your little marker there. Before we do that, I want to go and I want to see something. I don't remember where it's at. I think it's this way. And this way. Is it here? No. I think it's, I have to go upstairs and then out. And don't worry about exploring like this. If I remember correctly, the game will actually walk you around and introduce you to all the areas and everything. Okay, so it was here. So there in the beta, there was a little glitch in this area. It wasn't anything big, like I said, nothing bad. I'm not trying to point out, you know, that they did anything wrong. But I want to see if it's still here. So it was just a little graphical glitch. I don't remember how I got up there, but it's over in that area. Let's see here. Oh, that's not gonna work. Alright, let me get back up there real quick. No, don't leave me. Oh, it already went. Oh, whoa, what was that? Guess no one spotted that. Either that or, I mean, technically it's not really a glitch, but didn't expect it, I guess. Will this kill me? No, okay. Alright, so basically, I think I did it just by doing it over here. Or maybe I was on the bridge and jumped across. I don't remember. So there's a way to get up on that part of the building there. Or at least there was before. Don't remember exactly how I did it, but we're going to try it again. Oh, no, no, no. Don't fall all the way down. Come on, get up there. Oh, well, that's the part I was already on. I need to go higher. Oh, here we go. The bad thing is that I had a video, well, I mean, it's not bad, but I had a video on where the glitch was because I sent it to the devs. I'm like, hey, nothing big, it's not game breaking, but, you know, here's something you guys might want to take a look at. I just want to see if they fixed it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to even get up there. Oh, crap. Alright, let's go back down. I just want to try. I just want to try. I mean, honestly, you could probably... I'll just take a look. You might be able to see it from the bottom. It's a very small glitch, though. So basically, I was standing... I will show you guys. So above my head, if you look right on that rooftop, that's right above my head, literally the one that my head is touching. If you're standing there, there was a Oh, it's still there. So there's a graphical glitch right there, literally touching, well, now touching my head. So right above that 2x4 that's going across that that building, you guys can kind of see it if I move. I wish I could point to it. You can see inside that building up there, guys. Doesn't look like they fixed it, but it's not, I mean, like I said, it's not game breaking or anything, but it's definitely still there. But you can see inside that building, and it's just like an empty building. There's nothing in there. So this place is like a shell, basically. Oh, come on. How did I get up there the first time? Yeah, maybe they were just like, you know what? This guy shouldn't have been up there anyway. Oh, get up there. Ah. Come on. I just want to see it. Go up here. Can I even get up there? Alright, well, it's there, guys. I promise you. Anyway, so we're not going to do any missions today, but we are just going to at least start the campaign here. So we're going to talk with the guy it wants us to talk to real quick. Like I said, don't worry about exploring too much. You can if you want. Obviously, you know, for someone like me, I prefer to go and explore. You guys can definitely explore, but I promise you, if you guys do not play the beta or anything like that, you're going to get lost. It doesn't seem like much. It is kind of a circle, but it is... it's definitely still very easy to get lost in this place, and it doesn't even look that big. That's a crazy thing. But let's come over here. Are you... yeah, see, no, that's Nis. Is that Nis? That's not Nis. I don't know who that is. It might be Nis. I think that's Nis, just different clothing. I think this is the new guy, because I don't think that's... no, that might be Silo. Maybe there isn't a fourth one then. That's Silo. Maybe that's not Silo. I don't know. But the guy I seen was like that green one and like this guy. And he was using a scythe like that. But maybe it could have just been different armor, because you can... I don't remember where it's at, guys. Style maybe? Yeah, so in here you can actually change out the way your armor and stuff looks once you get better pieces and everything. You can unlock that stuff. Let's go ahead and talk with him. Or her,
It is so
my bad.
good to see you again. I thought we'd lost you forever. Don't worry, your memories will return in time. That battle took place a year ago, and you were lost in the gloom.
A year?
We've been trying to bring you back ever since. Let me show you. The Eldrin attack was a distraction. The beacon was always the target. We pushed past them and found the creature who was leading the attack. And you did what needed to be done. You fought to the bitter end. And your sacrifice bought me the time we needed. There's so much we don't yet know about the beacon. But its power protects this city. It destroyed our enemies and stopped the gloom tear from expanding. We couldn't close the gloom gate. But as long as the beacon remains lit, our enemies can't pass through it. And in the year that followed, we've studied it, learned more about this gloom, learned how to bring you back. We survived thanks to you. But the damage is done. Skylight is safe and the land around it. But beyond the highlands, reality is collapsing into the gloom. There may be other beacons, other places that repel the invaders. The only way to find out is to cut a path through the gloom. And for that, we need Wayfinders. We need you.
Boom. Title screen. No title screen. Okay.
Your sacrifice, and that of the others, bought me the time I needed to light the beacon. And the beacon's light holds the gloom at bay. It's the only reason we're alive.
What is
We
the
still
gloom?
don't know. A year ago, the Eldrin attacked us and extinguished the beacon. And it was then that the gloom began to spread. It corrupts and consumes reality. The beacon protects us. But beyond its light, the gloom has swallowed the world, leaving only shadows and chaos.
Ha, chaos.
We don't know if anyone else has survived. That's why we need you. You survived in the gloom. You can do it again. With the tools you've been given, you can cut through its shadows. You must be a Wayfinder. We still know so little about the gloom, and so much of the world has been lost to it. We need you to enter the Lost Zones, to find a path through the shadows.
So the Lost Zones, if you guys notice the big portal that was to my left, that is the Lost Zones. When you go in there, it's just like Warframe. They are procedurally generated areas that you can go to, and you can, go in there, get loot, things like that.
You've been through an ordeal. I shouldn't burden you with this now. It's best you see what's left of Skylight and meet other Seekers. You were a Seeker once. You've just forgotten. Before the Gloomfall, we investigated ancient mysteries. Now it's the Seekers who are working to keep Skylight and its people alive. Go to the Great Hall, up above the plaza. Wolf will want to meet you. We'll talk again after you've met with him and Lord Halar.
Alright, and then we can accept the quest. So, we're going to go ahead and stop here, guys. Let me know if you guys want me to play through, you guys meeting everyone here inside of Skylight. If not, then I'll play it offline, and then I'll go through and actually do missions for you guys. But so this over here, this is the Gloom. That is basically a tear where you can go in, you can party up with people. That is the procedurally generated area that I was telling you about. Now, like Warframe, there is also an open world part, which it is a bit different from Warframe. So Warframe, even in the open world area, I think you can only ever see so many people at a time. This is more MMO-ish, if that's what you want to call it. Because I think there is not really a limit. I'm sure there is, but it's a really high number limit as to how many people can be in the same area at one time. But if you guys come all the way up here in the back, up to, I think it's called like Ramsgate or something like that. This area right here. Wow, that looks different. So different. So maybe I'm losing my mind. So this is the Highlands, or this is where you would travel to the Highlands, but we are in the Great Lift. So I remember being able to see the ground down there. I do remember the chains going down, but I remember being able to see the ground down there. I also don't remember that. I have a bad memory though, guys, so it may be just me. But basically, if you go into the Highlands, I can at least show you guys this part real quick. Maybe. No, that's going to make me do the mission first. Okay, well, if you go into the Highlands, that is your open area. Oh, it is going. It just took a minute. No, I just got disconnected. All right, but if you go into the Highlands, so that is your open area where you can actually run around. You can kill creatures, things like that, and you know, you can spend some time there just killing if you want, doing whatever you want, and then come back to the Skylight for later. I'm sure some of the missions will send you out there, but most of your missions are going to be, I believe, you going into the actual Gloom and doing things in there. But like I said, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Let me know what you guys think of the game. Have you guys played it? Are you interested in playing it? Do you guys want me to do all the missions with you there in the Skylight, or you want me to just do that offline so that you guys don't have to worry about it? Now I will say this, if there's at least one person that says you guys want to see the missions that they give you in the very beginning for the Skylight, I will do them, only because one person to me does matter, so that is going to be enough for me to actually go around and talk to all the people. That way you guys can explore it with me. If you guys want to see it in there, or see, like, I guess the location, without needing to buy the game for that, because I'm sure a lot of people will probably skip through that, but that's also why I'm giving the option. But thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell icon. That notification bell icon will let you guys know every time I'm posting videos or every time I go live, which my schedule's a little bit off lately. I'm still working on a new one, trying to figure out what does work best. But thank you guys once again for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.